Hello everyone, thank you for coming. The next session is ShootMania Storm with the guys from Nadio.
Hello everybody, my name is Anne Blondel-Join. I'm also known as Anki. I'm a Nadio Publishing Managing Director. I'd like to thank you all for attending that presentation of ShootMania. I had a little picture. I mean, this is how I'm seeing you right now, and we have that many people. And I also want to take the opportunity to thank Rock Paper Shotgun and Eurogamer for putting that show together. Actually, it's great to see that we have a dedicated PC gaming show. When we had the feeling to be kind of at home and to have the time to discuss with you all guys about what we love the most, which are PC games. So. PC gaming is not dead. I mean, according to some of people, they were thinking that there were no one anymore playing PC games. Well, guess what? That's not true. I mean, PC is very much alive, and that's the way we like it at Nadio. Actually, we like PC gaming every kind of way. We like it that way, that way, that way. Oops, that's my mic. Thank you. Thank you. Is it working? Okay, I'm sorry about that. That way or even that way. Well, that guy is not dead. He's just sleeping. So with me today, I'm very honored to have Team Dignitas with us. Those guys are going to show you a exhibition match of the Joust mode from ShootMania. I'll go over that a little bit later on. So we have with us NVC, who's a former Quake and Team Fortress player. He has been leading up the Level Up TV organization and being the host for DreamHack Summer and Winter 2011. And he's obviously a player and commentator for Team Dignitas. He will be your host this afternoon. We have Zachabus over there. He used to be an Unreal and Painkiller player, and he has been a World in Conflict CPL World Champion. And we have also R2K. He's been a pro gamer since Christmas 1999. He's a UK National Trackmania ESWC champion, UK National Crackfish champion, and he's a Team Dignitas manager. So enough talking for now. I'd like to take you through ShootMania using the trailer that has been made, using in-game footage only and in-game tools only as well. So Philippe, if you might launch the trailer, please. one more time? Okay, so what is ShootMania Storm all about? Well, actually, as you just saw on the trailer, it's obviously a very fast-paced FPS. You can play it very easily using only 4 keys, 1 mouse, and obviously 2 buttons. It's easy to handle, but it's hard to masterize because it's requiring your own skills and your mental. So, we feel that you can come and play as you are. That is to say that we have the feeling with ShootMania Storm that we can address the needs for pro gamers and hardcore gamers, but also the needs from the Main Street crowd, because it's so easy to understand what you have to do, and then if you want to take it to the next level, it's very easy to, but you need to practice very much. For those of you who've known Nadeo for Trackmania, this is the exact same philosophy that we're using. I mean, Trackmania is very easy to handle, but when you look at esports games and matches from that game, it's very impressive to see that it's only 1 second difference or even less between the 2 first players, for instance. So where does ShootMania come from? Well, actually, when the guys, let me tell you a little story here. When the guys from Nadeo finished up with the first Trackmania, they had such a great success. I mean, we are over 10 million registered users right now, and we still have more than 750,000 players each month playing the game. They consider what's next for us. I mean, we have reached already the sky, so how could we be even better, and what can we bring more to the players? So they looked at what the PC players are keen to play, and they found out, guess what? Well, Trackmania is a very, very small piece of the pie, and obviously there is FPS and RPG, so they decided to go for those 2 genres as well. This is the reason why they answered the FPS genre with ShootMania and the RPG genre with QuestMania. QuestMania is not a subject today. Might come back. I'd love to come back to discuss with you QuestMania, but that's for next year. ShootMania is for this year. So that's the reason why we decided to do ShootMania. Little history of gaming also. Well, you all know very well that gaming has started with 2D games. Then we jumped into 3D games. Well, all about, you know, those pixels looking so real and everything. Then came online with the internet, obviously, and we went to the multiplayer world. Well, we have the ambition with ShootMania to bring it what we call online 2.0. Obviously, you all know what 2.0 means. I mean, it's everything, it's connected, network. I mean, we have Facebook, Twitter, I mean, all of kind of stuff. What we want to be, we want to enable the gamers to feel that same thing within our games, whether it is Trackmania 2 or ShootMania or QuestMania. So this is where ShootMania comes from. And to answer that need for a 2.0 game, well, Nadeo came with a great idea of Mania Planet. So some of you might already know Mania Planet. They've been playing Trackmania 2 Canyon. But if you have not, I'm going to take you through it to try to explain you what it's all about. So obviously it starts with the Nadeo reputation as being a great game maker. I mean, Trackmania and Trackmania 2 are praised for their high quality multiplayer gameplay. Well, it's going to be the same with ShootMania. For the people who might have had time to come by our booth and play it, we were showing 3 different modes which are still in beta test. So we have a 1 versus 1 mode, which is called Joust, and this is the mode that the players from Tic Dignitas will be showing you later on today. We have a 3 versus 1 mode, which is called Elite, and so far this is the mode that the pro gamers seem to appreciate the most. Actually, you're playing 2 different teams with 3 players on each team, and at each round you're part of a team, and you're either the attacker, so you play on your own only, you're using a railgun, and you are supposed to attack a flag, which is a pole, which is being defended by the 3 other players from the other team. And next turn, the role are changing, and you're becoming the defender, so you're playing with your teammates, and the other team is only having 1 attackant. attacker. We have a free-for-all also. The mode is called Melee, and we've had a lot of people playing on it, and we still don't know if we can make 255 people playing on it, but if we look at the TrackMania world record, actually, we're still in Guinness for that. We know for sure that we can make that many people play the same FPS game. And we will be soon relieving a 5 versus 5 mode, and it will be also to the pro gamers to decide whether they like that mode better or not. Customization, that's what Nadio and TrackMania is known for, and this is something we've pushed to the limit with ShootMania. So we will be allowing the players to customize their character outfits. That is to say that we'll be able to change the colors, obviously, but also to change what the emblem that they have behind them, so that they can show their sponsors or show their teams or show the favorite things that they like in life. And you can also customize the polls. So if you're playing competitively, I mean, you can show the name of your team up there, and it's looking pretty nice. And I was referring to a network like Facebook, Twitter, Outlook. Everything is in one place within your game. So think about Mania Planet as a hub. When you enter TrackMania 2 or ShootMania, for instance, you're not launching the game. You're first launching Mania Planet. And this is where you get all of your information that you need from your buddies. You have buddy list, obviously. You have notifications of what your buddies have been doing lately when you were gone. You can see and join them if they're having a game right away on ShootMania or TrackMania 2 Canyon. You can go and replay their last score and try to beat them. And we also have sort of a calendar, like in Outlook, where you can plan your own events and competition and send it away to your friends. It will be added to their own calendar, and as well, they will never forget about a competition, and you will never have to go over and around and try to get together everybody to have your competition. Well, we still have the editor. And we will allow the players to customize maps. That's obvious. I mean, this is what was happening with TrackMania already. But also, they will be able to do their own modes with their own specific rules. So they will be able to choose what kind of weapons the players playing their maps will be allowed to use, and they will be able to decide also, for instance, how many bullets those weapons will be shooting. So we had a feeling. I mean, if you consider that for TrackMania, we had over 500,000 maps being created as of today. We feel like with a genre as big as FPS and with so many people liking to create their own maps, we will end up with having over 1 million maps very easily. And we don't want to forget about spectating, because esports is all about the pro gamers, obviously. I mean, we want them to have fun, we want them to be able to show out and to show off their skills, but we also want the spectators to have as much fun as possible. So we have implemented nice tools for that, and they are being tweaked right now. Now we're in beta. So we have obviously a spectator mode. We have Mania channel, which is enabling every player to has his own dedicated server to stream games. We are allowing videos replay, and we have 2 different cameras. You can see the game from inside the players, or you can see it from top view, and then you can change where the camera is put and is taking pictures from. And obviously we have player statistics, because we don't want to forget about the people shoutcasting our games, because this is what's making it entertaining as well. So what are we up to now? Well, Mania Planet 2.0 is in beta right now, so it's mainly focused on TrackMania 2 Canyon. We're providing new blocks, and we're also enabling players to make title packs. Title packs is if you're a player who likes to create cars and maps, and you want to be able to give it as a full package to your friends or to whomever would like to use your creation. Well, now you'll be able to do as Nadio does, which is to deliver kind of a DLC, to take an image which makes sense. So you will be packing everything together and you will be delivering it to your friends. For instance, I could be able to make my own pack. It would be called Anki TrackMania 2 pack, and here it is going to my friend. And when you, as my friend, you will be downloading it, you will get my maps, you will get my cars. It will be like you were entering my own title, my own game. It's going to be the same for ShootMania as well. ShootMania was beta started 2 days ago, so we have had a lot of people joining us. Actually, the closed beta registration closed on July 2nd, but we have a lot of beta keys to be given away on our booth if you want to pass by, stop by and play. All you have to do is to play with R2K and that was to make sure that you win that beta key. And the great news is that the whole team from Tic Dignitas signed those beta keys, so they're even beta key collectors, so to speak. And we're also participating to as many events as possible because we feel it's important that we get in touch with our players. I mean, in the end, you're the one who are going to use and enjoy the game. I mean, we enjoy making it, but we enjoy seeing you playing it. So we're going to mainstream events because we have the feeling it's about time that mainstream people can get their hands onto nice PC titles and enjoy it as much as we do. I'm sorry. Obviously, we're going to hardcores and PC fans venues like this one here at Rezzed, and we're also attending a lot of esports events. I mean, one day we hope that PC gamers will let us have such great events, and we hope that Tic Dignitas will keep on playing the game with us. Actually, I want to focus a little bit more about esports. I mean, this is key for us at Nadio. I mean, Nadio has been the one and only developer providing a racing game for esports, which is still being played as of we speak, and now TrackMania 2 is also entering the esports scene. So we're very proud about that. We tried to make the best game possible with TrackMania. I mean, it was not up to us to decide whether it was going to be an esport title or not. Well, it's the same for ShootMania. When an Nadio team decided to go for ShootMania, they said, okay, we like esports so much, we would do our very best for that players and spectators feel that it's a good title for them to watch and to play. So, for instance, when the team wants to implement a feature, well, they're always thinking about the fact that is it helping esports or not. If the answer is no, well, the feature is cut and it's not being put into the game. That's how serious Nadio is about esports. Actually, we're so serious about that we're convinced that in the next 2 to 3 years, there will be more people watching you guys playing video games than playing video games themselves. We have the feeling that the era of sportainment is coming, and we want to be part of it, and we want you to be part of it. And this is why we're having those great players today to show you and demonstrate a specific mode of ShootMania, which is called Joust. So please, be my guest.
Thank you. First I want to reiterate on a couple of those points. It's refreshing to see Nadio finally take on the FPS deathmatch crowd of people. We're the most arrogant people in the field. I think most of you will agree. So I'm happy to finally see a new game in development. We are today going to be showcasing Joust. This is a 1v1 format. Basically, Succubus, pro player for Team Dignitas, as well as R2K, who sat behind me. They're going to go head to head. Both players have got 7 lives off the spawn, and the aim of the game basically is to kill the opponent. But to do that, you have to find ammunition. Now, to get ammunition, you have to make your way to a goalpost. There are 2 goalposts on the map, and you start off with 0. So head to one goalpost, get 5 ammo. Shoot those 5, head to the next goalpost, get 5 ammo, and basically you go back and forth and playing mind games with your opponent almost. And I know that something like Succubus really likes the mind games in a game. And whilst I don't think Joust is perhaps the ultimate esport mode that we'll see in ShootMania, it's certainly one to demonstrate the core mechanics that you'll find when players go head to head against each other in Elite as well. So I guess we'll jump straight into the game. So both you guys, when you're ready to go, why don't you just go ahead and start this one. Actually, I think we've already started this one, so we've got both people on the point already. They've definitely got ammo to their name though. R2K's got 2 shots left, Zacubus has none, so you can see Zacubus dive toward that goal point there on your red team. R2K has 1 left, you can see the mind games now. Zacubus is keeping hold of that point, and R2K can't dribble back to the other point. He has to go to the opposite capture point that he was previously at to get 5. So Zacubus in a very good position at the moment. R2K not able to do anything. You can see him now dash toward the point. He might actually get an advantage here. I'm not sure how much ammo Zacubus has got, but we're currently seeing 1-1 on the board at the moment. So still 6 in it. We are going to see R2K reply again. 3-2 now to Zacubus. And R2K with 2 points. Let's switch on to R2K for a while. He's the one with just 2 ammunition at the moment. And he's going to be running out very quickly. He needs to find a way past Zacubus. He's holding him back. There's another rocket going to connect to Zacubus. Let's switch on to Zacubus as R2K is certainly going to be able to pick up some ammo. And now we're going to see both players at opposite capture points. So I'm sure they're going to meet somewhere between. And actually you can see the platform on the left there. That's a rail platform. So back to Zacubus, please. And this rail platform is a cool unique feature in the game. It only deals 1 life point of damage, but it's very good because it's instant hit like a railgun. And you can see there now just 5-2 up. 2 more points remaining for Zacubus to try. He's going to see a response from R2K though. Let's keep on the players a little bit more. It's a bit hard to follow in this view. But there's the match point now for Zacubus. 1 more hit to find. Switch on to Zacubus, please. He's got 1 ammo remaining. He's going to miss it. And now they both need to dash toward one of those points to find some ammo. Zacubus will get to this one. I think R2K's at the opposite. Yeah, and R2K has everything to play for. And he has no ammo actually with the previous capture point he was at. So Zacubus just holding it down. If Zacubus misses, he's not going to miss. Zacubus takes map number 1. Zacubus, of course, 2nd place finisher at DreamHack on the Cupid League. His teammate Kawa won the tournament, but R2K is versatile across many games, as you saw during the introduction. So going into the 2nd set, I'm pretty sure R2K can make a comeback. But I mean, Zacubus is playing for I don't know how long, 5 hours a day. I think every time I jump on Mumble, he's always on it, and mainly the elite mode. But I think this does a good job of really demonstrating how to use the rockets and when to use the rockets. I don't like referencing other games, but if you're a Team Fortress 2 player, it feels very, very familiar. And I'm really a bit surprised R2K didn't make a dash for that rail platform like Zacubus did. But let's keep this one up then. Let's see where both players are going to move to. This is a fairly linear map, but it really does show the shadow design. And we are going to see both players hit the platform. The 2nd platform is on the way, so we have got Zacubus in the advantage position. Watching R2K as Zacubus tops up that ammo. R2K will tie it up 1-1. Watching Zacubus now. He's only got 1 point of ammo left, so now it's a dash back toward that 2nd capture point. I don't think R2K has anything either, so watching R2K now as he needs to find a way past Zacubus. 2 more shots remaining for him. From 4-2 now, Zacubus leading. Let's stay on R2K, please, and see what he's going to do. So full ammo, you're going to meet in his centre high. We'll connect with one of them. 2 more to make up. Zacubus just needs to find 2 to win this round. 5-4 currently on the board. R2K has no ammo, just trying to force Zacubus to use all of those before he picks up his additional 5. There we go, so both players reset, but still just 2 points away here for Zacubus. And he's got 4 of those rockets left. He will connect with one more. We'll finish the game, he will find it. 7-4. And Zacubus takes it 2-0. The question is, are we going to do a 3rd map? It was very quick, so I think we should. And we'll see what's coming up next. But no, I think that map's actually really cool. You get to see all the shadows, and one of the unique features coming into this game as well, unlike other deathmatch orientated shooters, is that the darkness doesn't really affect your game. The models are very bright, and I think it just almost complements the game mode itself. But it'd be nice to maybe see R2K do the position that Zacubus is doing, making sure he's in front of the player as he needs to go and reload, so to speak. But we'll have to see if he's able to switch things up a little bit. Both players with the same spawn. They are going to branch off to different capture points, it seems. So R2K is going to move over to the right side, Zacubus to the left. Again, just 2 capture points on this map. You can see those launch pads as well. Hopefully we see some air rockets coming to play. The first player to connect will be R2K, though. 3 straight shots. Switch on to R2K, please, as he passes wide. He falls in the water. Okay. Good one, R2K. So the water is basically electrified, so if you fall in it, you lose a life. And it has to wait for that respawn. And he has no ammo as well, because you can see Zacubus holding ground. And because R2K went to that capture point on the right, he has to go to the left. I'm not sure why Zacubus jumped over. He had position, but this doesn't mean R2K will be able to top up. He's still leading 3-1. Zacubus just trying to find some rockets and try bringing this one back. But R2K definitely got the advantage on this map, it seems. And now they're going to back off for additional ammo. They're both going to top up here. So Ezekiel's actually wasted a few, so he's going to dash straight back to the other point. R2K is going to finish the suit. Has a lot of rockets to work with here, essentially 3 plus the 5, so this could be R2K's to win. One more rocket to fly. Now we'll dash onto the platform to top that up. Still needs one more, there we go. We'll win this third and final map, 7-3. So I guess that pretty much concludes the joust, guys. Like I say, not my most favourite game type to show off to you guys. I would prefer to show in a league, but maybe you can check it out, team-dignitas.net. We run live streams all the time, and you'll be able to watch that in play too. So thank you, and back to Pam.
Thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It was a great game. It's true it was kind of short, but we'd love to have you on the booth so that you can play it with the team. That's about it. I mean, we had the feeling that maybe you would have questions for us, so we're here. The pro gamers are here to answer your questions, so feel free. Right here.
There she goes.
ShootMania had some single player. Is this going to have anything at all in that sense?
No. It's going to be multiplayer only. Actually, it could be single player, but it will be online when you're playing 1 versus 1 in the joust, like we just saw.
Hi, this one's to the gamers up there. As like professional gamers, when you're practicing, do you do any like specific training routines outside of just playing the game a lot?
I guess that's a good offer.
Yeah, there's loads of different training regimes. Obviously, the Koreans like to hide in houses for several days and never leave. For me, I can play up to 4 to 8 hours, depending if there's a tournament coming up. Totally hardcore it for a good long time, never leaving the computer for very long. But usually, if there's nothing coming up, I'll only play casually for 2-3 hours a day. Funky. Bit of Mario Brothers. Any more questions?
Over there.
Obviously, a focus of ShootMania is on user-generated content. If there's a user-created game mode that becomes particularly popular, especially with the esports community, are you going to throw your full support behind it and make it sort of almost like an official mode?
Well, actually, you know, the way that Nadio is seeing what community is developing is that we're always behind and support it as much as we can. And actually, we have been creating a specific team within Nadio, which is called Nadio Live, which is I'm managing it. And our role is absolutely to support the community. So if something is becoming huge, and yes, of course, we'll be behind that. But what we want to do is in esports is that we have the feeling that it's at the verge to becoming a very strong industry, gaming industry. So we have the feeling our support will be better used if we are to help every single type of persons to become autonomous. That is to say that we don't want to be funding everything, and then in the end people would be working for no money and everything, for instance, like it's been in the past years in esports. We want to make sure that everybody would be making a living out of esports. So that's something we would like to work with our partners, whether they are esports organization, players, esports team, all kind of people, so that everybody is getting a piece of the cake.
Okay, any more questions? Okay.
Will the final game have LAN support, or will it be online only?
Yeah, it's going to be online only.
I thought there was a LAN support.
As far as I know, you have to connect to the master server, but I think after that you can actually create LAN servers to play on. So you just need the initial connection to go online. Just so you need your login details, you need your skins and everything. But we've been using LAN at weekends, so I think it's probably planned.
You've called it ShootMania Storm.
Yes.
Do you have plans for another ShootMania or something?
Yes, we do, but so far we're spending a lot of time on this one to make sure that it's being welcomed by the players. And if they like it, yes, we'll deliver a plan. We have in plan right now in mind 2 other, I would say, settings for ShootMania. But so far it's way too early to know when they will be released, because as I said, we need to take time to deliver ShootMania and make sure that we're giving the right support to the game and to the players. But yes, on our plan there are other ones. Same for Trackmania too, actually. I mean, we have Trackmania 2 Canyon and we have other ones to come also. Over there?
A lot of walking.
With your involvement within the esports community, as far as tournaments and stuff go, and with also how you talked about the customization and rules and stuff, are you going to leave it up to the esports community to decide what game modes are played and how they're played, or is this you going to be in some partnership in terms of, say, if they went to DreamHack, are you going to enforce any particular rules or anything like that?
No, actually we have I shouldn't say it that way, but cannot find other word in English, I'm sorry, but we have a very capitalistic way of approaching gaming, which is we're developing the game, we're delivering the tools and the instrument, and then it's up to you guys to decide what you want to be doing. And I mean, if you want to play Elite like it looks like right now people want to play it, it's fine with us, but if you want to play the 5 versus 5, it's fine with us too. And if someone else than us is coming with an even better mode, we'll be very happy, because the more people are having fun with our game, the better for us and for everybody. So no, we're not going to be acting as a governing body at all. I mean, you have to know that Nadeo is only 15 people in development and 15 people in Nadeo Live, and we want to remain that small. We want to empower and to give the tools and instruments, as I was saying, to the players and organization and everything, so that they do whatever they want with the game.
Can I add to that?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think one of the most important things at the beginning of a game is tournaments, like small tournaments that run weekly. You've already got some around. There's one called the Impressive Gaming League. Team Dignitas are also thinking about running weekly tournaments. So I think it's also it's important, if you do run tournaments, if there's anyone here that does, that you get involved as soon as possible, because you could be involved in the shaping of the game in that sense. And they're all in the elite game type. There's not much to change now, but I'm sure every tournament organizer already has their ideas on what they want to change. So I think regular is key, really.
Okay.
What's the payment model for the game?
Well, I know free-to-play is very big. It's a buzzword right now in the PC community, but we would like to look at it as our game is free to stay. So we will be asking, I'm sorry, I just have it in euros, so I apologize for not being able to give it in pounds, but we will be selling the game at 99 euros, and this is it once you have it. I mean, whatever comes out, I mean, it's for you to play with it. I mean, we're not going to be implementing microtransactions or anything. We're not in a free-to-play business model. Okay, one more question.
Is it going to be available over Steam or in a box, or how are we going to get it?
No box. Digital distribution only, and it's not on Steam either, because we have our own. As I was saying earlier, we consider Mania Planet as being a whole platform, and we feel that the experience for the gamer is starting when he's buying the game. So we want people to experience our platform coming onto it to buy the game as well.
I know there's one last question, but can I just add one more thing? I think one really important thing as well, with FPS games, I know a lot of you probably play StarCraft 2 or League of Legends and watch streams and stuff. With FPS games, there's always an issue with mouse jitter, input lag, anything like that when you're using something like XSplit to stream, xsplit.com. And with ShootMania, if you come over to the booth, we've been streaming on one of the PCs, and I'm sure you've been probably played on it and not known, but there are no problems whatsoever at the moment if you have an i5, i7, Intel specific there with mouse jitter. So it's one of those games as well. You're going to see a lot of top players, I think, streaming it very soon as well. So I think that's a great thing. But just wanted to add that on the end.
Well, thanks again. Thank you very much. I hope we answered your questions, and I hope you will come by and play the game with us, and we'll be delighted to have you over. And as I said, beta is out, closed beta is out. We will be also having an open beta, so you'll be welcome as well. And we're giving away beta keys on our booth, and those beta keys have been signed by the whole team, Dignitas team, so I want to thank them for that again. Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.